All right, it's recording. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Happy last day of April. It's going to be beautiful on Mother's Day this Sunday. It's supposed to be in the 70s in New England, and that's all I want is a beautiful day where I could be out in nature and hopefully get a bike ride in. I mean, my IT band injury is healing so well now. My hip flexors are really tight, I think, because the IT band is, not throbbing anymore. My hip flexors are like, yeah, but you haven't been paying attention to us. So I'm just looking forward to really moving, traveling, and just getting back to some sense of normalcy, because this isolation has really done a number on my body. Really, I'm thankful I haven't gained any weight during COVID. For all of you who need some help with weight loss, if you need to hire a yogi to come to your house and do some private sessions, or if I know you, I said that if when you're vaccinated, if you want a private session with me in my yoga dome, I have my little yoga studio upstairs. I'd be willing to do that, but that's with referrals or people that I know. I'm not going to just let strangers into my house. You don't know what's out there. People these days are losing it. It's unbelievable, the energy that's out there. You've got to be careful. Anyway, I would like to ground the energy, and I'd like for you to focus on what you want to receive. I'm just going to do a free flow. I'm just going to let Spirit use me to tell you what you need to know. All right. Free breaths. Oh, let me shut off Billy Joel. Love Billy Joel. Before we begin our 3 breaths, if you've never been to a Billy Joel concert, I'm telling you, he's amazing. It's one big sing-along. And it's the same. Somebody told me, who's been to more than one Billy Joel concert. I've only been to one. She says it's the same program. It's the same list of songs. He doesn't change it. He sits in the computer. He doesn't have anything flashy, nothing fancy. You don't need to do that when you're the master of your own craft. He would just sit there at the piano and he would sing, and the whole arena, stadium, wherever you're at, we would all sing along, and to me it was magical. But yeah, I know I'm a big Billy Joel fan. I grew up listening to Billy Joel. But Billy Joel, I've got to put you on pause so we can do 3 breaths and ground. So I've got a lot of energy and I need to ground myself. So let's do it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the goodness. Exhale the junk. Because when you can't breathe, nothing else matters. What are we starting with? We're going to start with the Kippa Kippa. Oh, cue the music. This song is I Am an Innocent Man by Billy Joel, in case anyone's asking. Let's see. What do you need to know today? What do you need to know? Gotta get up off my seat. Get up off your seat. Get onto the dance floor. That's a song. I'm on a cycle table. I have a little cycle working desk. But now I got to get off my cycle chair. I got to slide off so none of this stuff gets knocked off. And I got to get that card. It better be good. Oh, my hip flexors are still tight. Ugh. But it's getting better. I'm doing hot yoga every day. That's why my hair's like this. You know, I was thinking of maybe, I used to be blonde. I thought about going blonde again, but every time I do that, it's beautiful, but you have to cut your hair off a lot. You have to cut your hair, you know, because the blonde just kills it. Poverty. Could be a mindset. It doesn't mean that you're poor. It could mean that you have a poverty mindset. You know, this is the chimney sweeper. You know, that's not a glamorous job, you know. Low wages, like you get paid very little to do the dirtiest work, and you know, it sucks, but it's number 37. 37 might mean something to you. But why do I feel like it's a mindset? I think poverty is more of like a mindset, rather like you not having any money, or you like being working and making below minimum wage for, you know, work that nobody wants to do. I think this is your mindset. So we're going to see what this is all about. I want you to see the cards. Maybe if I angle this way, maybe the cards won't fall to the floor. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm very aggressive shuffler. Come on. Okay. See? I like when they just... Courtship. So, courtship's about dating. This is something people don't even do anymore. You know, I thought it was just me. Now that I'm getting back out and dating and stuff, right? Hopefully soon, right? COVID will be ending and I can pick that up. Pick up where I left off. But the poverty mindset is that a lot of people are just thinking very like, anybody that says what the dating world is like, no one's saying anything positive about it. They're like, whew, it's hard out there. It is a jungle out there in the dating world. And so maybe the feeling, you know, impoverished might be because of the lack of real dating options. Because I tell you, nothing will make you feel more single in a pandemic when you can't move and you don't have anybody to cuddle with, you know? So, so maybe somebody's feeling like their dating options are like, it is. It's like going into the chimney and cleaning out all the soot, cleaning out all the sooty dating profiles, or you know, the people you meet at the bar, or, you know, it's just been just a pile of soot. But be of good cheer. Let's see what's after this. Look at, they don't even look happy. They're like, we're doing this dating thing, and you're like, man, I honestly, people, dating can be fun when you're with somebody that you have chemistry with, but I did have a date, virtual. You know, the profile picture looked good. This was in 2020, so this wasn't recent. This was during the pandemic, yeah. It was like the beginning of the pandemic when I thought I could like, wait a minute, now I'm home. Oh, well, maybe I can still keep doing this dating thing. And then I had one online, you know, like a Zoom. I felt like this all over again. And so you know what I did? I just said, let me just not do this until this pandemic ends. So, courtship. Woo! Okay. And I'm going to end it with these two. So maybe some of you are planning on traveling, because maybe the options aren't in your backyard. You know? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they run under your nose. And there's somebody who's, maybe you have the expectation. Maybe somebody has a date. And they have to, you know, travel a bit further. And they're expecting this date to come through. I don't know. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to get some clarification on these cards, because I've got somebody's expecting the courtship, traveling, but yet somebody has a poverty mindset. Or we could say that somebody doesn't have any money and they can't date. But I'm seeing distance. I'm seeing travel. Why do I even have this song? Oh, Michael Bublé. I haven't met you yet. That's always really pay attention to the song. I before I even put the video on record, I always let the angels know that they're in charge of my playlist. So I shouldn't jump over the song. The song is saying I haven't met you yet. So be of good cheer, because the person that you're going to be dating, you haven't met that person yet, but this person is expecting to meet somebody wonderful soon, hopefully, or in the distant near future. Let's get some love psychology. Excuses. No excuses. No more. No excuses. Oh yeah, default to the floor. Hold on. Listen to the music. I just haven't met you yet. Oh, let's get a room and change of scenery. So, okay, so we've got the expectations, we've got the courting people, and they're gonna get a room. They're gonna go meet each other. Don't be going to no room and be having sex when you haven't even met the person yet. You know? Well, you know what? No judgment. You're grown. Just be careful. Protect yourself. Wear your mask. And strap one on if that's what you decide to do. Strap one on. That doesn't sound right. You know what I mean. Stay protected. Because you haven't met that person yet. So you don't want to be like, or get separate hotel rooms. That's what I would do. If I literally had to travel a distance for a date, which, you know, I've been talking to dating coaches, and we all agree that, you know, the person that I'm looking for is not in my backyard. And I'm open to traveling. I'm open to relocation. But if I have to travel, I'm damn sure getting my own hotel room. No need to be reckless. Sometimes I can be, but thank God I have my higher power. My higher power. I'm telling you, my Bostonian is getting stronger now that I'm home by myself. I'm not really watching like how I pronounce my words because I'm just comfortable. But so instead of saying my higher power, I check in with my higher power. That if I have to travel, I you know. Oh, you guys, see. I'm going to get that one. I already saw it, but I'm going to go get it. Because it's facing up. I just haven't met you. Whoops. Because what you're going to get, what you're going to demand is love and respect. Love and respect. Put some respect down on it, baby. If you don't get that, that person ain't worth dating. Maybe the love will come later. Sometimes love comes before it. Sometimes you can be in love with somebody you haven't even met yet. Actions speak louder than words. So just know that gaslighting's a big term now. Breadcrumbing's another one. Ooh, nothing irritates me more than somebody trying to breadcrumb me. Excuse me while I throw up. Because I can see right beyond that. It's like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You can breadcrumb certain people, but if you're dealing with somebody who is intuitive and has awareness, breadcrumbing and gaslighting is not, it's not loving, and it's not respectful, right? So your actions will speak louder than words. So make sure when you're dating that the person actions tell the truth, not what comes out of their mouths, because anybody can say anything. All right, I'm gonna get one more out of this. For somebody who's watching. Oh, sorry. I love this one. Oh, I'm happy to get off my chair. Hey, well, I guess Spirit wants me to get some exercise. I say this all the time. Energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. So let me just, I'd like to say one thing about the energy, though. Energy is energy, and energy can be tricky because it changes, and it can change really fast. But I will say this. When somebody lies to me, I can feel it. I may not know exactly that they're lying, but something will feel weird. That's the energy that I'm picking up. So when you're telling the truth, or if you don't know if it's the truth, or like you don't have a reference, or you don't have proof, the proof is in the energy. Because when you hear the truth, you will know it. You will know by the way it feels. The same thing with a lie. I mean, you can tell when someone's lying. If you're in tuned with feeling energy, you'll know when they're lying. Right? All right. What else do we want to know on this journey that somebody's going on? Because, I like to really focus on purpose, like helping people find their purpose and living an abundant life. That's what my teachings and yoga have always been about. Five of Cups. Somebody's feeling a sad loss. In my teachings, it was always about becoming the best version of yourself and living an abundant, beautiful life and living your truth. But in tarot, it seems like a lot of the stuff that comes up is about love and relationships. Sometimes it's about money and stuff like that, while that incense is moving a certain way. But somebody is experiencing some kind of loss, and it has to do with the heart, because this is the Five of Cups, and a lot of cups have been spilled. But don't be sad over spilt milk. There's more where that came from, and you have cups behind you that is still upright, that you're so sad that you can't turn your ass around and see that there are cups still there standing. So I'm going to try to help you see that the cups that are standing are still there. All you got to do is turn around and take a look. And you will when you're done healing. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So I'm going to go with, I see that the Mystic Beauty, this deck is by Mystic Beauty, and every reader really needs to go by what they feel. Now, she has her interpretation actually written on the card, which I think is very, very different. But I also know that sometimes you have to go by how you feel. And to me, the Page of Wands always felt like a burst of inspiration, a burst of passion, like renewed passion, like, for whatever it is that you need to do. Suddenly there's that will to want to do it. Something inspired you. And we know inspiration is not fuel that lasts forever. If it did, then everything would get done. People would get everything that they want would be done. But inspiration is fleeting. And so for me, the Page of Wands, because it's page, it's very gentle, it's very new, not really long lasting, but it's wands. Wands is fire, creativity, and it's saying, you better hop on what you're feeling now, because guess what's going to happen? The wind is going to blow and that inspiration is going to go. Don't waste that energy. Don't waste that energy. And you know it. And you know when you feel it, because I already told you the energy doesn't lie. And the page is ready to get up and go. What else do we want them to know about this broken-hearted Five of Cups that's feeling like, oh, come on, people. You got the Ace of Cups. That's like big, beautiful, flowing emotions, like love, like your heart is swelling. It's so big and it's so deep it might scare you. And I asked for clarification on the Five of Cups. So something here is happening. Either somebody just recently lost the love of their life, the biggest love that they've ever had, or somebody is sad because they're searching for the biggest love of their life and they don't even realize. 5 minutes before the miracle, if you would turn around, you would see that one of these cups that is still standing contains everything that you want, all the water. And when you pick up that cup to drink from that cup, you and your divine partner will drink from that cup and you will pour into each other and there will never be a drought. Yes, I did get those lyrics from Beyonce's song. I pour into you and you pour into me. There's no drought here. That's from the song Bigger. That's my theme song of 2020 is Bigger. Yep, that message is for the King of Wands. This is a divine masculine. He's beautiful. He's creative. He can sell you a bridge. He's a boss. He's the CEO. He's the person that people go to. He's the caretaker. He is the one that solves everybody's problems. He's here, and I'm putting him with these cups. So I don't know. I have a feeling that that this King of Wands, ooh, I love it. It didn't fall to the floor. This King of Wands is turned into the King of Pentacles. Holy shit. The King of Wands, we got two kings on the table. We have the CEO, right? We have the man who can convince anybody to do whatever he wants. He's that powerful, that charming, that sexy. And then you have the King of Pentacles. He is the provider. He's got his coins, wealth, and business. In fact, the King of Pentacles probably hires the King of Wands to do all his management and business and stuff. So this is like the CEO and this is like the president. We've got two of them here. So they're here and I'm putting them on top of the Ace of Cups, the biggest love coming in, and the Five of Cups, somebody being disappointed because of grief and loss. But guess what you're going to get in replacement? Two beautiful options. So if you're a female and you've been feeling this way, you've got two fucking phenomenal options coming in. If you're a male and you've been feeling this way, well, this represents you, but I want you to know to get out of your stinking thinking and get out of this poverty mindset, because true love, big love is there for you. So it's there for you if you're a man watching. And if you're a female, you have other options coming in. So no worries, no worries, no worries. No worries. Since we're listening to music, this is Urban Lyrics deck from Your Inner Chakras. I love her. She produces a lot of cards. She's very creative. She's a creative card maker. She's also a gifted reader. And she'll go through the whole deck. She'll tell you the whole story using every single card in the deck. Because I've said this a million times, that in the tarot, right, in this little deck here is everything you could go through in life. You will go through all of these stages in your life. It's just a matter of today how they're falling out. And does it resonate? Are you going through this right now? Are you going through what I've just explained right now? Maybe not right now, but I bet at some point in your life you will. So if you're not going through this right now, it's not your time. This is not your reading. This is for somebody else. If you're going through this, then this is your reading. And so pay attention because there's something here for you. Oh, I need my glasses. My glasses. I lost my Jimmy Choos. You know, the ones with the sparkle, the readers, the clear on the top, but the reading on the bifocals. I lost them last week. I can't find them anywhere. I can't, so I ordered another pair. But it's not black. The tops are black. These ones are brown, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. You are worthy of love. You are my lady. You are my lady, and I am your man. Is that the song? You're worthy. You're worthy of love. So stop this. Stop this. You should have the expectation that your love life will improve, and it will improve. Things just need to get moving a little. Maybe just a little bit of more time. You'll get your vaccines. Or if you're not going to get your vaccine, you're going to have to wait a whole lot longer. But if you want to get to this courtship and you want to get on that plane, my own, you are worthy. You belong to me. Tell her you were fooling. I need to see Carly Simon in concert. So anyway, let's move on. You are worthy of love. And this divine masculine is saying, hey, you belong to me. That you're not sure. You belong to me. But we close the book and lock the door. Let's get some more lyrics, because music is healing. You don't have to prove to me that people love you. I've got loving eyes on my own. I love this song. And I can tell, darling. You belong to me, so can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? With my New York, New Jersey, whatever. Bostonians, can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? Somebody needs to talk. Communication. Wait a minute. No, it's Ace of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is love. I thought, for some reason, I saw the Ace of Swords in my mind, and that's about communication, but what song is Can We Talk? Baby, don't leave me to go to her now. She said, don't let me go to your other karmics and let them know you belong to me. Hell, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be damned to have to tell another woman that man belongs to me. I'd be like, what? You can have him. Because if I have to go through that drama, he's all yours. You belong to me. Ooh. What song? What is this? I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. And kisses. Love and kisses. Somebody got love and kisses on their mind. And they want to talk. They want to talk, but when you talk, you can't lie because the person on the other end is going to know. They may not tell you that they know, but they'll know. Right? And when you're, what the heck? One of the cards I already picked fell on the floor. I don't like that. Oh, distant horizons. Whoops. Oh, shit. The seat's high. 15 or 16? You took my life away. Oh, another sad song. Nothing compares to you. That's funny. Some people, they always try to find the person that got away. They always try to find that in another person, and it's such a sad search. You can't find the same thing in another person. Come on, man. You just need to start over from the beginning. I can see home and choose. Sorry. One more song. And again, just remember that sometimes not the whole reading will resonate, but maybe a song or a card. Finding my way back. I'm finding my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe. Distance horizon. Yes, they're working their way back. They're working their way back. The only thing that it seems like in this that's holding you back is the feeling poor. And if it's poor in spirit or poor in cash and feeling sad and in grief, like these two here, that whole doubt thing. I mean, maybe if you just picked up the phone or made a trip, and had a conversation about what's on your mind, then you wouldn't be feeling this way. Who knows? Because love is here. And this is big love. This is sweep you off the feet, make you stupid kind of love. That's the kind of love I want. I don't mind being stupid. I don't mind it. Because eventually you come to your senses. The honeymoon phase eventually ends. That's why it's important to have friendship first. So, since this is happening, we're going to look at the shadow side of you. Now, your shadow side is your shadow side, okay? We all have it. It's just a matter of having the awareness to know when it's coming and when it needs to go. I've worked on that hard through my teacher training and fallen in love with yoga. When I fell in love with yoga, I was really just basically falling in love with myself and my spirit. But prior to that, you do not want to make me mad, because I will let you have it. I will slice and dice you like the Queen of Swords can, and I didn't apologize and I didn't give a fuck. I remember I had a disagreement, I had a boss many CEOs ago, many jobs ago, and he was under a lot of pressure, and he was really getting under my skin. He was really poking at me. And that's what people do when they're angry, they poke. Well, he poked me too much, and it was testing me, and I felt my shadow. It was, and I didn't spend all this time transforming and evolving to let somebody trigger me into my dark side. So I wrote a little note, a little letter, because that's what I do. And I said, we're going to talk in the morning. We're going to talk. And he knew, no man wants a woman to say, we got to talk. And so the next day, when we sat down and he was like, what's on your mind? I said, well, this is the deal here. I worked very, very hard to maintain myself. And you're testing me. He didn't believe it because I'm such a... People think just because, you're kind and you're sweet and all this, they think that you've always been that way and that you're a pushover. Sometimes people learn the hard way. They didn't, they think that just because I'm sweet now, you didn't know me. You know what I said to him? I said, throughout my teacher training, and, I was really angry in life because I really needed to be on purpose. I needed to be in my calling. I didn't know. I wasn't in my spare body. I was in the carnal world and being lost. And I told him, I said, yeah, believe me, the Darlene before yoga, you wouldn't want to know her. You wouldn't want to know her. Because the Darlene before yoga would have ripped you apart yesterday. Instead, I did the nice little thing, gave you a moment to breathe, gave myself a moment to breathe, I said, but I knew I had to change. Because one day I looked around and I didn't see people in my life. I didn't have people in my life. Who the hell wants to be with somebody who's cussing them out all the time, calling them stupid? Like, I mean, I would be like, yo, I used to be so mean. I used to look at people when they say things, right? I used to look at them like this. Don't tell people what you just said, because they're going to look at you funny. Like, I would say stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, you have bad intelligence, so don't do this. Lord save me. Lord save me. I was way too masculine. I was way too, I'm bossy, but I was in my shadow. I was in my shadow the majority of the time because I was frustrated. So deep down inside, the shadow side of me is still there. I just have a better hold. I can put my thumb down on it. And I'm not saying it the way like I'm hiding it or pushing it down and stuffing my truth of who I am. I'm just saying that I know how to hold in my power now, whereas I didn't before. I don't know why this got so loud all of a sudden. Is it a crime? Is it a crime? It's a crime. Oh, Jesus. Apparently this is the reading with a lot of exercise. You guys should get up when I get up. How about that? When I get up, you get up. So somebody's shadow side is that they can be clingy. Like, this is cute, but needing this all the time to get through your life, no. No one likes that. Only somebody who's insecure would appreciate a clingy person because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel needed. But clingy is just desperate, insecure. So just learn to just be a little bit more, it calls for you to learn how to be a little bit more independent. Well, like, we know you want this love, but just beware of the clinginess. Beware of the clingy side of yourself. Right? It came up. Listen to it. Okay, one more. What other shadow side do you need to work on? Besides being clingy. I thought I had another one. I'm going to try to position this so that if the cards, because they seem to be going to, see, yeah. I just got to position myself. And being reckless. I know I sometimes can be reckless. This is definitely my shadow side. I'm a fiery, it's like the, I don't know, it's not here. The card's not here, but I saw it in my head. I thought of the Knight of Wands. Because the Knight of Wands can be reckless. But just calm down. Just calm down. Be patient. Think things through. You don't want to do something that you're going to regret later. Oh, this one's big. The ego. Listen, I've said in a reading before that the ego, you can't get rid of it. So stop trying. You can't get rid of your ego. It is a part of you. The ego is a tool. It's a tool. You ever notice like an ego will propel you to do things that you normally wouldn't do or that you're too afraid to do? But if your ego comes in like, I can do that. If they can do it, I can do it, And you let that move you. But when you're practicing yoga, if you start using your ego while you're doing postures and like, oh, this tiny skinny girl is like doing this awesome arm balance and you're a muscle guy who can bench 350, but yet you can't balance on your hands, and then you try because you see the other girl doing it and you won't let her outdo you, you can crack your head in a class. I've seen people fall on the head, boom, and crack their teeth and get blood and stuff because they push themselves to do something because they saw somebody else doing it. There's a time and a place for your ego is what I'm saying. If it's matters of the heart, this is not a time to use your ego. So just know that if you're being driven by this 24/7, you're going to lose, because that's not how you're supposed to use your ego, right? Don't be reckless with using your ego, all right? Or if maybe your ego feels like you need people to cling on to you to validate you, then you are going to be in a trap in life, needing this from people to validate you. You don't want that. This will be something that you will manage for the rest of your life. Just it will benefit you deeply to know when to use it and when to put it aside. It's not a crime to use your ego. You just got to use it in the right place. Inner chakras. Your inner chakras. This is her deck. If I haven't mentioned her yet in this reading, she's an incredible, she creates cards. She has an Etsy where she has like and her cards are not cheap, but they're worth it. And she's also a gifted reader too. She doesn't do like big long readings. She does like a lot of mini readings, which I like. Some days you gotta let the cards marinate on the table, and you've gotta go through a story. Memories. Just like you. Just like you, but not you. So look at this. Remember this? And this is an old song too. So somebody's thinking about something in the recent past. Good memories, I hope. Ooh. Oh, and the be melancholy. Oh, the memories. Oh. I like this song because it's like, if you can remember what it was like to be in love. Sometimes it's like when you've been in love and then you've been disappointed. Sometimes people do everything in their power not to go through that experience again, until something hits you and then you remember what it was like to feel that again. And you can try to feel that way with people, but you know what real love feels like. I gotta go get that card, you guys. It's gonna bother me. I've never had so many cards falling to the floor in a single reading. So if you're sitting down watching this, I want you to get up and do some squats. Do some squats until I return to this chair. I'm not the only one out here exercising. And I didn't walk today because, again, it's stalking, social media, no trust. So somebody's stuck in the memory of what they're seeing, like maybe old pictures of you and somebody else, old memories on Facebook, social media, and being melancholy about it. But so it's either you're doing it or somebody's doing it on you. But somebody's like, it shows Facebook. Look at that. They're like, where's my love? Where's my love? What's my love doing? What are they doing? I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I ain't got no privacy. Oh, that's when I think of stalking social media. That's what I think. I always feel like somebody's watching me and being melancholy about it. Looking at the memories. Well, let's see if new love is coming up. Oh, lies, yeah, lies. No trust, lies. Maybe that's why you're stalking, because you don't trust. Memories, or maybe you have a memory of dating a liar. Not good. I don't like this. I don't like lies. You guys know, especially my students, you guys know I put it on a t-shirt because I said it so much. I put "tell the truth" on the t-shirt because to me The truth is everything. The truth will set you free. I had the card that said energy don't lie. Where is it? Well, anyway, you guys saw it. It said energy. Here it is. So just pay attention to energy. If you don't know how to do that, it's called practice. Practice. Besides that, honestly, deep down inside, I think we all know when someone's lying. But we tend to lie to ourselves that what we're hearing is the truth, because most of the times that's what we want to hear. And people are happy to tell you what you want to hear. People are happy to do that. But it takes courage to go beyond the lies and get to the truth. Even if the truth is told to yourself. Meaning you telling the truth to yourself. What's this song? What is it? What is it? Sounds like an oldie. You know what I love about shuffling? Two-way street. I knew this sounds familiar. And then you lost it. I found love, and then I lost it. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. I had a friend, I'll never forget. I had a friend who he didn't believe in God. And he was wanting a family. One card dropped. I'll get that. He wanted a family. He wanted a wife. He was dating. He was having a horrible time on the dating sites. So he hired a matchmaker. And he paid a couple $1,000s, right? So that's the price you pay, you know, if you don't want to go through the sludge of online dating. And guess what happened? He only went on like one date. And then he walked into this office building and he met his wife. And so he was so flipping happy, and she was cute, and the universe helped him out. And then when we were talking about his experience and how he was getting married and everything, and how happy he was, and we were really good friends, and he was concerned that our friendship would end, and it did. I mean, that's what happens when you marry, and it's like, I was his friend, but I respectfully withdrew so that he could develop his marriage. But one day we were on the phone, and so we were talking about this miracle of how this happened for him. And I said, well, don't forget to thank God for that. And he's like, what's God going to do with this? And I said, okay, but in the Bible it says, the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. That next day he said, hey, Darlene, it was something about the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away part that you said made me actually say thank you. Whether you believed it or not, he was like, okay, all right, I'm thankful. Don't take her away, because, he was searching and searching and searching. He finally found the woman that he ended up having kids with, and then the picket fence and everything. But I said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. What's it say? What was another woman? I found love in a two-way street. And I lost it in the highway. What? I found love in a two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway? What's this other woman? Here we go. Thank you for not falling on the floor. You had to find another woman because the woman that he had was not interested in sex. Really? Not interested in sex. So he went with another woman. He found either... If you're a male, you are finding another woman because the woman is just not into you. She's just, when the person doesn't want to have sex, they're not into you. I just don't know. I don't know people that could really love somebody and not want to share that sacred union with them, that sacred experience. If they don't want you in that way, it's over. So you're going to find another woman. Or if you're a woman and your man don't want to have sex with you, it's because there's another woman involved. Yeah, I don't like having to tell people this stuff, but that's why you put these out, just be ready to hear it. that I saw. Anything I want. It's not saying anything you want, meaning I'm going to give you anything you want. This person's saying anything I want. This person's saying I'm going to get whatever I want, when I want, how I want. Oh, I love, what's his name again? Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars has perfect pitch. He's a perfect voice. Sexy little man. I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. Okay. Night worker. Somebody's this other woman. Another woman. Maybe somebody's not getting sex. I got to pay for it. Yeah, and this person's saying, I can get whatever I want, even if I have to pay for it. So if you're not interested in sex, no problem. There are places where I can exchange this legally, right? There are places where prostitution is legal. Actually, I think prostitution should be legal frickin' across the country. How dare you tell me what I can and cannot do with my body? Same for a male. Oh, I can feel myself getting red. I do not like people having a law over somebody's body. I'm very pro-choice. And if you're not and you're tuning in and you don't like it, then that's okay if you gotta go. But if I want to, do I like seeing people die of drugs? We have a drug problem out here in New Hampshire. No, I do not. But do I want laws that say that a human being can't consume whatever they want to consume? I don't like that. But in any case, somebody's going to pay for it. You're not going to give it to them. They're going to find somebody who's anything I want. I'll give you sex, but I want what I want, which is usually just money. In the end, it's money. You know? I would never pay for sex. I mean, I'm a woman. No judgment. I'm sure there are women out there who will pay for it. You know, I don't know too many of those people though. But I know men that will. It's a need. I don't judge it. But I don't know how you're gonna pay for it when you ain't got no money, right? So somebody's lacking in the fund area, and it could be the night worker. Could be this person, this night worker, is out there trying to make some money because she's low on funds. And she wants to get what she wants, so she's got to get to work. But somehow, somebody's not interested in sex and involves in another woman. Or maybe somebody's just not, I don't know. This. Get you in a party, 'cause I remember how much you love to dance. Do what I gotta do. When I was your man. Now we're gonna give it to another woman. I should have done. I think I have gone through all of my cards here. Well, this reading is really all over the place. So I'm just saying, through these decks, there could be one message in every one of them, or maybe some and not the others. I don't know. You know. I don't need to know. You know what resonates. You know what message is for you. Right? Oh, more Carly Simon. All right, angels. This is the song that she wrote about Martha's Vineyard, one of my favorite places. If you've never been to Martha's Vineyard, put that on your bucket list. It's not easy to get to. You know, you got to take a flight to Boston, then you got to drive and then get on a boat. But it's worth it. It's worth the journey. Once you're on the island, it's heaven. Heaven. All right. So no, I guess for some people that's not heaven. Don't go to Martha's Vineyard, right? What are you trying to tell us? The answer is no. I don't like the word no. I like the word no when it comes to boundaries, but no, not now, because something's going to happen in the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks. So you're hoping for something. No, it's not happening right now, but it will in the next few weeks. So see, if you didn't get a message in all the other decks, maybe this is your message. All right, they're not falling on the floor. An opportunity. I love opportunity. Opportunity is when luck and hard work come together. Divine timing, delivering an opportunity. So in the next few weeks, you're going to have an opportunity. One more. And then I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, wow, this is almost an hour. How did that happen? Where did the time go? You don't have to worry about anything. You have nothing to worry about. Relax. Sit back. Enjoy this weekend. In the next few weeks, something's going to happen. And no, it's not right now, but that's okay. I want one more. Delay does not mean denial. Just because it's not happening now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. You just need to take your time to get and gather more information. And then you can go ahead and strike. All right? So, this is one of those readings that's kind of all over the place. So let me try to do a recap as much as I can because there's several different messages here. By the way, if you ever want me to do a reading, like if you have a question or you have a theme or something that you want me to pull cards for, DM me. If you're a friend of mine, email me. You know how to get to me. Send me a text message. Or do you dare make a comment below and say, hey, can you do your next reading about this? Right? Because the opportunity is happening. It's just not right now because you need to gather more information because an opportunity is coming. You don't have to worry about it, but it's happening in the next few weeks. So use the next few weeks to do your homework. Do your homework. So here we go. Somebody who's low on funds, probably due to this woman who said, I'm getting different information. Anything I want, I'll take it. Anything I want, I'm gonna take it. And she drains you. And this woman didn't even give you any sex, right? So you had to go to a night worker to get it. I don't know. I'm just going by what these cards are saying. This is the karmic tales. Any more karmic tales here? Nope. So, yeah. It's just interesting that, or maybe the night worker just doesn't want to do the sex thing anymore. But, does that say? Another woman? Money is low, though. You got to do something about that. Because it's anything I want. How are you going to get everything you want? You're going to drain somebody? Go get your own fucking money. Go make your own shit. Oh, burns me. You know, I've been around women that specifically target men. Because they want to get what they want from them. I've seen them do it. In the end, it doesn't pay off to be that way because you can't escape your karma. So sad. Sad. You can't escape the karma. Ooh. There's a repercussion for doing that. And now here, with the rose, this is the Love Psychology 101. I'm going to wrap this up. My favorite. Energy doesn't lie. I think I even taken a picture of this and posted on my wall. Energy doesn't lie. So lies, yeah. We're gonna know when you're lying, yeah. Yeah, and so maybe your memory is that you remember the lies that you told. You better remember them. Because somebody that you told those lies to remembers everything, all right? So, and somebody's doing some serious stalking. They're missing you. They're feeling melancholy about it. So, just be careful of those lies. But somebody's trying to find a way back to you, babe. They want to talk. Now they want to talk. Oh, this is the other one. This goes with the Love Psychology. Actions speak louder than words. That's why words, people can say anything, you know? People can lie very easily. Actions. Tell them to put it in action. Don't tell me, show me. Somebody needs to hear this. Don't tell me, because there are a lot of women that fall for the okie doke. Don't do that. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Say, oh, that's great. You want to do this? You want to take me here? You want to talk? You want to tell me the truth? Give me some action to back that up. Don't negotiate that, right? Don't negotiate that. So, urban lyrics, I know I had more than this. Let me see. I guess that's it. I didn't pull a lot from the urban lyrics. Just these two songs? Okay. And then the shadow. Remember, the shadow side is not something that it's not to be ashamed of. We have a dark side and we have a light side. Yin, yang. We have that in us. It's just a matter of being aware so that you can use your shadow side when you need it or not. Like this, my brother John, may he rest in peace, gave me a nickname. You want to know what the nickname is? He gave everybody nicknames. And he never called you by your legal name. He called you by your nickname. And he gave you that nickname based on his experience with you. My nickname was Butchie. Do I look like a Butchie? I never want to look like a Butchie. But he called me Butchie and I hated it. And I said, why do you call me Butchie? Why couldn't you give me a cuter nickname? He says, I call you Butchie because you scrap. And that's the only answer he would say. He goes, you scrap. Because, like I said, back in my days, yes. Back in my day, I think the last physical fight I actually had was when after my son was born, okay? I had my son I was 23. So I think I had a fight when I was like 25 or 26. Was the last physical fight I had. And I was being bullied. I was bullied. I was in a position and it got to the point where I was backed up in a corner. And I will tell you this. I don't know why this is coming up. I think it's about the shadow side and about how you can use your shadow side or, learn to contain it is somebody needs to hear this. This is really important because I don't know why I'm going here other than I'm inspired to share this with you. Again, just because somebody is short and gentle and meek, because what does the Bible say about the meek? The meek will inherit the earth. Yes, they will. You never want to fight with somebody who is the underdog, because the person who is the underdog will have divine favor and supernatural strength. The woman that I fought was a thick, strappy, bossy, angry woman. I mean, she had, she probably had emotional issues, psychological issues, crazy. She was a little crazy and deranged, but she put me in a corner. And you know what happened is I ended up beating her so bad that I didn't see her. The bully stopped. It came to a standstill. It made news in my town. And people were like calling me. People were seeing me and high-fiving and shaking my hand and looking at me going, how did you do it? I was, the upset, like the underdog that like upsets the champion. Yeah, that was me. And I don't play like, oh, beep, 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 beep. I came out like this. Pow! Pow! Knocking you to the ground, just going boop, boop. I did get some scrapes. I got some scrapes, It was a little embarrassing. But again, all the little scrapes. She did the little bitch fight move, like while she was on the ground. She was like trying to scratch me to stop me from knocking out her teeth. And I had all these little nicks of little, like, you would think I had chicken pox, but they were really nail scratches from somebody trying to struggle, okay? And guess what happened? See, you don't want to mess with people that you don't know what's covering them. And I had the Holy Spirit covering over me. You see my skin? I get complimented on my skin all the time because I do have great skin. Thank you to my mother. My mother has great skin. But this is beyond just having good skin. The scratches that I had when I went to the doctor looked at me and he said, you're going to have a scar here. You're going to have a scar here. This will most likely scar. Over here will scar. And I'm just sitting there like this, listening to this doctor saying, you're going to have all these scars. And I didn't know what to do. I went to, I think it was Macy's. I went to the counter. I'm like, I need makeup to cover this. And the women were like, ah, there's no makeup to cover that. And I'm like, oh my God. 2 weeks. And I have a whole corporate office of witnesses. 2 weeks. And my skin was like this. And I remember a woman saying, do you have miracle skin or something? Like, how did you do? Because I'm favored. Because I was the underdog. And I was bullied. So you have to be careful, people. I don't know why I needed to say that, but you got to be careful of who you hit because you don't know that person's energy. You don't know that person's lineage. You don't know that person's ancestors. I was covered. So that all came out because that's my shadow side. Now, that shadow side of me has not come out since then, right? I don't know what it is. Maybe people just realize, hey, don't mess with quiet, soft people because you will totally underestimate them. I have a shirt. I love this shirt. It says, underestimate me. That would be fun. I love when people underestimate me. Okay, so anyway, you're clingy and you're reckless. Shadow side needs some healing. This reading is actually really long now, and I've never have gone over an hour, but I go as I'm guided. I speak on what I need to speak on. This reading is like a miscellaneous batch of messages. So really just take what resonates and toss out the rest. But that feeling of the dark shadow, the shadow side, really needed to come out today. I really needed you to know that you need to control your dark side, manage that, and be careful where you put your energy, okay? Because this woman is expecting something to come. Somebody's traveling, and I guess there's going to be some courting, which is a beautiful thing. If it doesn't disappoint you, because this online dating thing, make sure you see that person on screen first. The last thing you want to do is spend all that time getting ready for something that does not present itself as the way that it did through the computer. All right, so somebody's feeling, a little poor, but you know what? You've got so many great things coming up that I want you to be of good cheer. All right, maybe just take a shower, clean up all that dust and the soot. Because somebody's going to have two options. You get two kings coming your way, ladies. Or for the masculine, for the man, you're embodying the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. That is going to make you so damn desirable. You have to be careful because you're going to attract everything and everything. Everything and everything and more. Everything and anything is what I meant to say. You'll attract everything and anything, right? And you're looking for the real deal, so you don't need to pay for sex, okay? So you're being hit with inspiration. I'm telling you right now, this is not going to last long. The inspiration that is going to move you to do something is not going to last long. Word to the wise. Oh, this is another one. We pulled a lot from this one. Get a room. You're going to need to get a room. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to need to, maybe traveling. When you're traveling, you can't be driving. You're going to get a hotel room because you're going to meet somebody who is your lady. So fret not. Be of good cheer because the cups behind you, there's one big one that you didn't see. That's going to give you everything you want. You just got to maintain your ego, the dark side of your ego, because if you use your ego in love, I promise you, please listen to me. if you step into this energy thinking you can work your way through this, I promise you, you're going to lose. It's not going to work. I promise you, read my lips. It won't work. Using your ego will not work. You've heard it here. I only tell the truth. I've got love on my mind. Don't act like you don't have love on your mind. You do have love on your mind. You've got love on your mind. How about adding some respect to that? Add some respect. Stay out of the ego. Stay out of it. This is like the devil will make you use your ego. Stay sober, because when you're not in your right mind, the devil will use all your dark sides. Put them all out there. He'll encourage you. He'll whisper in your ear and sit back and watch you fuck up a blessing. Don't do that. All right. I think we are complete. So what I'm going to do now, this reading's over an hour. Boy, I don't even know, man. This is my first time doing this. This is probably going to take all weekend. But we're going to do the bottom of the deck and we're going to finish it. I need money. What song is this? This doesn't even sound familiar to me. Oh, it's Love by Music Soul Child. The topic of the song, the title of the song is Love. 7 of Wands. You could be fighting off some people. Teacher, public speaking. Your boundaries. Know your boundaries. Oh, you want to talk about respect? Boundaries. People, you're fighting them off because they don't respect your boundaries. If people don't respect your boundaries, they gotta go. I don't even want to, I can't get into that. That'll be a reading for another day. But make sure that your boundaries are respected. Bottom of the shadow side. Materialistic. Yeah, that's another whole story. You know, being too materialistic. I posted a video. Go to the Yoga Preacher on Facebook. I don't know if I put it up on Instagram, but maybe I did. But Elon Musk is the wealthiest. I mean, right there with Jeff Bezos. But yet he's doing an interview barefoot with a t-shirt on. If you look at, Mark Zuckerberg, you look at Bill Gates, unless they're going to an event where they have to dress up, on an everyday basis, they're in jeans and in a comfortable t-shirt and barefoot. They don't need all these material things to make them feel valuable. When you are in your right space, when you are in your divinity, you don't need all the fancy things. I gotta tell you, there's nothing sexier than somebody who is beyond confident, who can wear a white t-shirt and jeans and a pair of Birkenstocks and walk around like nobody's business. Because that kind of confidence, you can't buy that. You can't buy that look. You can't buy that look of confidence and self-assurance. You can't. You can try. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. It's funny, I work in communications. So I see telephones a lot. And I actually love telephones. I have an old-fashioned telephone. I don't know what it is, but I'm drawn to telephones, which is funny because I'm now in telecommunications. And hopefully the last corporate job I'll ever have. But it says no ordinary love, right? But this represents communication. So no ordinary love, but you got to make that connection. You got to communicate. This is about communication. Because something that you have is not the ordinary, regular, schmegular thing. Nightlife groupie. We had a nightlife worker, and now we have a nightlife groupie. So, this is ordinary. Finding somebody at a bar, paying a night worker, that's not special. But if you've got a lot of this around you, and you're wondering why you don't have that something special, You need to clear your energy. That's it. You got to clear your energy. Bottom of the deck. In the near future. So whatever it is that you want. What song is this? I don't know you, but I don't know me. We belong together. It says we belong together. And this says in the near future. Got to use the music, because music is healing too. And there's lots of, like, you ever get in your car and you're feeling a certain type of way and you need an answer, and you get in your car and you put on the radio and the first song really speaks to you? That's real, people. It says, I need love too. I need love too, baby. Yeah. So it's not just the women that want love. Men want love too. They just sometimes men can be so in their egos that they act like they don't, but stop acting like you don't. You know you do. Men need love. They need it. All right, we got the bottom of the deck. We were working on materialism. We've got the song with the Kipper deck, the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There's jail time for somebody. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Because it doesn't always mean like a real jail cell. It could be, you could put yourself in mental jail. So I don't even know what's worse, being in a mental jail. Because, listen, being in a mental jail can ruin your health. It can keep you up at night. Just the stress alone can make you sick. So what's worse, really being in jail or being in your own personal hell day after day after day? Somebody needs to heal this. This is coming up because it needs to be healed. Who's going to talk to me? Who's going to talk to me? Nobody better. We belong together, baby. Because it's not ordinary. All right, so you guys, this is it. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you do something fun. And this is different for me. This kind of reading is different. Lots of messages, so a little bit of something for everybody. I hope it does resonate. And if you have an idea of what you'd like for me to do a spread on specifically, let me know. I'd love to help you out. Peace. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great weekend. Mother's Day is going to be sad for me this year. It's going to be really sad for me. But the universe is going to gift us in New England with a 70 to 72 degree day. And, you know, I can't be with my kid, but I can be out in nature and enjoy motherhood by being at church, the great outdoors, on La Cannondale. All right, peace. Bye.